What I understand LinkUS to be is Columbus's version of putting more than their big toe in the mass transit space. For me, what LinkUS is a chance for communities to really begin to kind of rebound from some of the impact of redlining, where we can have some density in our neighborhoods. LinkUS becomes a pathway for those that might not have cars in a very car-centered community to begin to still have the viability of getting to work, recreating, and for our city to be able to move massive amounts of people into downtown and out of downtown without there being much disruption.
As a native of Columbus, I'm happy to see the growth, but I want to make sure that everyone equitably has the opportunity to take part in that growth. So 71 North, when it cut through Mount Vernon, was it had really harsh effects that I don't think the community ever really recovered from.
It's no question that we're going to see a lot more people coming. We're going to see a lot more business coming. With that, we do have to accommodate for the growing population and the growing stress on either highways, the city roads, kind of all these other things that come with a growing population, including housing. Having these bus rapid transit routes, having bikeways, having all these other spaces that are included in the LinkUS initiative shape a better future for Columbus.
It's really important to the economy for everyone to be able to actively take part in that growth and also supporting that growth.
So I lived in Cleveland for 2 years, and they were building this thing in the middle of Euclid Avenue that none of us knew what it was. It was called the BRT. And when that thing came, I got to tell you, between the Cleveland Clinic and where I worked at the YMCA downtown Cleveland, was kind of a forgotten space. And what I saw happen was all of those spaces began to have restaurants, retail stores, a whole community but between point A and B came alive. And what I look forward to seeing happen is all of these things beginning to be able to get accessed by people who used to just drive by. I look forward to seeing neighborhoods come alive and the secrets and the richness of neighborhoods that people used to think only they knew about will begin to be shared more broadly throughout Columbus.
In my vision of Columbus, I see an interconnected community full of green spaces, full of sidewalks and public space in which people can move around with ease at a low cost and oriented around people.
One of the ways you'll realize our city is really there and being uplifted is when I get on mass transit one night and I think I'm just going downtown to do one thing, and I'm on a bus full of people that are celebrating a Columbus Crew playoff game that I didn't even know about, right? Or I'm on there thinking I'm just going to the short north and there's tons of people in town from somewhere else going to see an art exhibit somewhere I didn't know about. The spillover effect of just cultural richness that begins to share when we can have that third place that we share. And so as each of us goes into our own algorithm and we're looking at news that reinforces what we already believe, public transportation is a way that we can share a space, and I can meet people that aren't like me, and people who aren't like me might meet me, and we can be neighbors better, I think, as a result of a viable mass transit system.